Good evening and welcome to Lime launch event here at Jewel. My name is Mike Aharoni.
My name is Bill Spikehouse.
And we are the founders and creators of Network USA and Lime, Long Island magazine for entrepreneurs.
We want to thank everyone coming here tonight, and our goal tonight is to make sure that everyone knows that networking does work.
We are reinventing networking right before your eyes.
Well, if you look around here tonight, you can see this very, very large turnout at Network USA. It's all about relationships, meeting new people, trying to help them out and give back to other people.
Part of networking is really introducing people that you know to others. The worst thing you can do is trying to sell to people. You want to help them and they'll reciprocate.
Network USA is an incredible tool to work with. The tremendous amount of networkers available under this banner.
Network USA, their launch party, 400 Long Island business owners coming together. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Anytime I've attended Network USA, the quality of the people that come to these events is stellar.
Mike and Bill have been fantastic. I think it's cutting edge what they have going on. With the marketing idea behind the networking, I think that's what's really going to make it happen for all of us, and that's why we jumped on board.
Michael is so full of life and he's so jovial, you can't help but love being around him.
They have energy, spark that is needed to be able to grow Network USA across the country.
I would expect nothing less than an event this big from Bill and Mike.
The synergy between the two of them, and they almost are on both ends of the spectrum. I think they have a lot going on between the two of them. I'm really happy to be a part of what they have going on.
They're exciting to be around. They know what they're doing. You know, they're right on the leading edge of technology as far as I'm concerned.
I'm actually talking with Michael about different programs, and I'm very impressed by what he's doing.
I think they're ahead of the curve. Now you're talking about web marketing, apps on the phone, people really being able to work in synergy.
They understand technology, but they understand there's a human factor involved with it too.
They have all the necessary components to make this larger than anything else that I've seen when it comes to networking.
The bulk of my business, it's handled on my cell phone for 15 hours a day. I don't even sit at a computer. So if I'm able to network and connect with the individuals that I'm doing business with on my phone through their platform, it becomes a tremendous advantage to everybody in the groups.
I love what they're doing with Lime and magazine.
We see trade publications, we see business magazines, but it's really nice that they're taking that extra step to actually provide something that you could walk away with. Yeah, we can find things on the internet. I'm a technology guy, but I still like a black and white or a color publication. It's nice to have in your hand to look at.
Lime magazine looks great. I like the typefaces. I like the looks.
Long Island is 98% of self-employed businesses, and I think that is really going to be a great avenue and a wonderful resource for us to advertise in and for us to get to know our small business neighbors, and it's going to be through that magazine, which is very inexpensive to go in, and it has a lot of reach.
Are you a member of Network USA?
Not yet, but I will be.
I can't tell you how excited. I feel like I found a present under the tree. So, yeah, I'm in.
It's been fantastic. Met a lot of great people.
It's nice to see so many people, so many business people, and it's a great event.
I do feel that this can go national, and we should bring networking the way it is here in New York on Long Island across America, where it should be like this in every major city.
They're going to go to the top. They're going. It's going to be hard to catch up with them because they're going.
Standing next to me are both Mike and Bill, who are the founders of the magazine and the networking event. Mike, how did the event go?
Well, Rena, the event was amazing. I don't think we could ask for anything more. We had over 400 people at this event, and each one of them came out to support what we do, and I thank them for that.
And Bill, what's going to be the distribution of the magazine?
Right now, the magazine is published quarterly. We have about 10,000 magazines going out, where it will be distributed to 7 drop location spots throughout Long Island and hand-to-hand at our events and trade shows.
So we ask you now to go ahead, look for their magazine, Long Island Magazine for Entrepreneurs by Network USA. These are 2 guys that you should be looking out for.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Network USA TV. We are not just any typical TV show. We are a TV show based on you, the business owner. You want us to do a promo? You want us to interview you and brand you? Come on to Network USA TV. We're not just some typical marketing company. We will build a marketing campaign just for you. So come on, take a journey with us. Let us help you build your business. Is everyone ready? Welcome to Network USA TV. We'll be right back.
YesWeCare.net is a 501c3 charity that provides help to veterans and their families. Please visit YesWeCare.net and donate in any way you can by purchasing our beautiful frame prints or relaxation CDs and DVDs, even smooth jazz CDs. YesWeCare.net. Remember, our troops are on their way home. They need all the support they can get. YesWeCare.net.
Are you planning an event and want to include entertainment, but you're not sure where to turn? Act1Entertainment.net has provided over 1,500 events with quality, affordable live entertainment at private parties, corporate affairs, festivals, bike rallies, and more. Act 1 will fit into your budget. They're friendly, reliable, and do all the legwork for you. They take all major credit cards. Log on to Act1Entertainment.net for a free, no-obligation price quote or call 631-758-3505 for a brochure. You'll be happy you did.
Welcome to Formula Auto Wash, where every day is a great day for a car wash. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. Sundays 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. Detailing packages for every budget, starting out at $29.99. 100% hand wash and detail centre. Hot air and microfiber brushes and mitts. Proudly using Ecolab Blue Coral soaps and waxes. Formula Auto Wash has served the community for over 30 years. Senior discounts all day, every day. Ladies' Day Wednesday, $3 off any wash. Early bird discount Monday through Thursday till 9:30 a.m. Check out our website, formulaautowash.com.
Hello, I'm William Swikowski, co-founder of Network USA TV.
I'm Mike Aharoni, co-founder of Network USA TV.
We want to thank you for tuning into Network USA TV. What we're going to do is we're going to go on a journey and build networking platforms and marketing campaigns to help you build your business and give you networking tips on how to exceed in the business world, brand yourself, and market correctly to get those generated leads.
And this is not going to be just any typical TV show. You're going to have CEOs, business owners, entrepreneurs, talk show hosts, people from all the way single entrepreneurs to Fortune 500 companies on this TV show. This TV show is based on you, like we said before. We want to help you build a brand. We're going to talk about networking events. We're going to give you networking tips. We're going to talk about business. Today we have 2 wonderful, wonderful ladies that are actually going to help us out on our first show. So first and foremost, let me introduce someone to my right. Gail King, from Making a Difference with Gail King.
Hi.
Gail, how are you today?
I am so excited to be here, and I can't wait to share with the audience what you're all about.
Well, listen, I appreciate you coming. and it's gonna be a great show. You know, I'm gonna shoot over to Bill. Bill, please introduce our other guest.
To my left is Kat Leo. She's going to be working with us and working with our women's group. She's going to be a big part of getting the. You want to talk about the women's group and?
Sure. Well, we have a women's group starting on March 6th, and it's going to be the first Thursday of the month, and that's starting at 6 o'clock. It's going to roughly go till about 8 o'clock, depending on how much people talk. Probably might go till 9, but but it's just women just come and they can just shed that mask of I have to hold it all together. You know, they're able to come and just be entrepreneurial in their way, but also take the mom mask off for a little while and just really dive into what's holding them back. Because there are so many great women out there that something is holding them back and they can't discover it. So we're going to peel the layers back and try to see if we can help them move forward in life and in business. It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be a really good group.
Yeah.
Now, how many women are we approximately?
Right now we have 25 confirmed, and that's without me calling the other ones so far. Yeah.
Gail, I think you can definitely be part of that women's power group.
I would love to.
Yes,
I think
please come.
we need powerful women.
Thank you.
Powerful women that know business, that can help everybody.
And do you know what it is? We don't even know what we can do until we hear more about what everyone is doing. Now, for my show, Making a Difference, we want very much to get involved, to affect other people's lives. One of the best things that the people can do is join Kat's group, join this network, and find out how they can impact. When you take it off yourself and start thinking about doing for others, you become very powerful.
Well, speaking of how powerful, you yourself are very powerful, I believe. We all believe it up here.
Thank you.
Miss Senior America, I wish I was Miss Senior America.
Sometimes I wish some were too.
But I have had the privilege of actually being on, as well as Bill, being on your show, Making a Difference with Gail King. I believe it's an amazing show. So please tell our audience and our viewers a little bit about Making a Difference with Gail King and why they should come to your show and how you make a difference.
Sure. And I want to go back to the fact that, you said I was Miss Senior America, but I used that platform originally with my 600 appearances around the country to share the fact that I'm a breast cancer survivor this year, 40 years.
Good
and
for
I
you.
wanted, thank you. More importantly, I wanted to give back to the community. But as I traveled around the country because of the national title, I felt people wanted to hear about that. It wasn't as much what I looked like. It was more of what I was able to share with them. And I took that idea, and because I saw how popular it was, I started going into other areas as well, from animal rescue, seniors, veterans, anyone that I thought would help me to get the word out there as to what the community is doing. So that was actually the premise, Mac, about making a difference with Gail.
Right.
And then people came on the show, and I was touched more than anybody. It made a huge difference in my life. And then I received so many different messages from other people. Wow. So I started to put people in touch with each other, and I found that some good was coming of it. When you both came on my show, I was delighted. I was delighted because here's something different. You've made this into #1 networking on Long Island. I know you want to expand it, but I know that you started 2010. Here it is, and look what has happened. Actually, I think you actually started 2012.
We did, 2012.
Right?
We did.
Yeah.
And you came from such diverse backgrounds, but you clicked. Your personalities clicked.
We're like an old married couple already.
We are.
But
You are.
People actually think, Gail, that we're actually related.
I
don't want to be related to this guy.
No, but
to you.
I'm
Like,
gonna
come
say-
on.
But I have to say to the audience, what I found most compelling about the two of you is that you really wanted to help other people. You were honest in what you're doing. You're hardworking. Your personalities couldn't be any more different. And we're not going to say who's the quiet one. But it works. And because it works, when people come to you for the networking, they feel that camaraderie. They feel that you're going to work hard for them, and they love it. I've been to your events, and I've seen what it's all about. And let me tell you, when you go to that event, it's
fantastic.
Well, I thank you, Gary. You know, we'll get into the networking events, but I'm going to talk about Kat. But before we get to Kat, just tell the audience and our viewers when or how they can see Making a Difference with Gail King, because I would love to actually get people to your show and have people see. So please tell our audience and our viewers how we can see you.
Sure. It's Tuesdays live 6 to 7, madhousetv.com. Scroll down to Making a Difference with Gail. If you can't see it live, no problem. You can go on Facebook, Gail King, Gail M. King. You could see it on YouTube. You could go to Madhouse TV in the archives, but you don't have to see it actually live. You can see it later on. In fact, I think I get many more people after the show because it is a Tuesday evening. And hopefully people will like to see it because instead of seeing so many negative elements, you know, from the news, you're going to see something good and something positive.
You know, and I thank you, Gail. And I think right here on our first show, we can definitely make a connection. Yeah. You know, Kat sitting to my left right here, you know.
She's a success story of
she's a success story in itself. She's into energy deregulation, and I think someone like her, who's as powerful as she is, and a woman, could definitely be on your show. Yeah. So what I like to do is I like to throw it to Bill and Kat, talk about what you do, and let's see if we can make this connection actually happen right here.
Before we get into that, you gave up on networking for a little bit.
Oh yeah, I was done. I was like, you know, yeah, we done with the kiss, you know, and I'm like, yeah, I'm like one of the easiest persons to get to know, and I always make that connection. And I'd sit with somebody for 45 minutes in an event, call them the next day, and they're like, who is this? And I'm like, you know what? That's it. I'm done. I'm done with the way networking is. This one calls me, you have to come to my event. I go, hell no, it's my birthday. He's like, I'll make it worth your while. I said, listen.
Hey, that doesn't sound right.
No, networking-wise. And I said, let me tell you something. I'm giving up, you know, dinner and the whole family thing. So I'm trusting. I'm going to put trust in you guys. I'm going to come out and I'm going to I was blown away. There was over 400 people there.
Thank you.
A lot of new faces. It wasn't the same crowd, you know, the same crowd just coming to get something free. And that's what was aggravating me, you know, the takers in life. And I really found there was a lot of givers there, and the people that I made connections with were still connected, and we're still, you know, making things happen. And when you guys had asked me about, you know, doing the Women's Empower Group, I was so excited because this is something that I have been thinking about for the longest time. And I finally declared it out loud, and then the wheels started moving.
I think in
2 days.
2 days, you already have like 150, 200. Now you're hitting almost the 300 people on Facebook.
They're almost at the 300, yeah.
You know, all they need to do is what? Go to Facebook and go to Women's Power Group.
Women's Power Group, and if you go into facebook.com/, it's WPGLI.
WPGLI, that's great.
I wanted to make it Long Island based, and you know, so people know where they're going.
Well, please tell us a little bit about what you do, about your career, and let's get it out there.
Well, my background is human resources, and I know that I've always been in a helping field. So when I found network marketing, I knew it was definitely the right avenue for me, you know, because the only way to get ahead is by helping someone else in what I do. Mm-hmm. So I was searching for the right thing to do and working from home because, you know, the economy was kind of not so good and backscaling and down to one car, you know, and things just started happening. So you have to kind of make do with what you have. So I was like, I'm going to try to learn how to make money offline. Let me tell you, don't believe all the scammers out there. Just make sure you know who you're working with because there's so many people out there that are looking to take your time and your money, and you don't want that, you know. So I finally found a company that I'm working with. They're amazing. One of the things that got me very quickly was I realized that it wasn't a pay-to-play model. And I don't know if anybody's really familiar with what network marketing is, but there's products and there's services. Products you have to buy into it. You have to be on auto ship. You have to put at least $100 to $200 a month into that. There are some companies out there that are service-based. However, they do have a hefty fee to get involved. I asked the CEO of the company, I said, why don't you charge a fee? He says, well, we are the anti-network marketing company. And I was like, yes. Again, I found my home because I didn't like the practices of network marketing. Like you were very anti. And I said, let me show you how you're showing me networking works. Right. Let me show you how network marketing is different if you're with the right company and the right people and the right integrity. So that's my goal. I wanted to change the way that networking was when you guys helped me be able to do that. So I'm so ecstatic. and just the way that we connect. I'm able to do that with the Women's Empower Group. So
Yes.
I'm just floored by how much my life has opened up and turned around just from switching my mindset. And that's big and key what we're going to be talking about in the Women's Empower Group.
Good. You hit a very good point. There's a lot of MLMs out there. And MLMs get a bad name.
They have a bad rap.
They're a hit
Some
or
people
miss.
like them. They're a hit or miss.
They're a hit or miss.
I don't look at them as MLMs. I look at them as, all right, how can we actually grow a business?
Right.
It's about networking. It's about growing a business. And I think the company that you're with, steers away from that MLM mindset.
Yes.
I think that, Bill and I are joining National
Yes.
American Power Group, because we believe in it.
Kilowatts of kindness.
Kilowatts of kindness.
Right.
Kilowattsofkindness.com.
Yes.
I think it's an awesome name, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah,
And I love
I just
that. I
was,
love
I
it.
wanted to have something where people would feel that, yeah, we're network marketing, but we're different. So we're turning energy now into savings, money, and opportunity for people. So they just have to be open to it, and we're not pushy. There's no hard close. I showed you guys information. You make your own decision.
And you're
It's
helping
amazing.
people. You are definitely.
Oh, yeah.
You're helping people.
Oh, yeah.
And like you said, with this, bad economy.
Yeah.
And I was talking to off camera, and it reminded me of my dad, who was probably one of the kindest people who definitely influenced my life. You know how you always have someone who influences your life.
Yes, yes.
My dad worked for Con Ed, and we really didn't have money when I was growing up. I mean, you hear the stories, we truly didn't. And I remember after my dad passed, so many people came up. I heard from people who said, your dad worked for Con Ed, and he was one of the kindest people. And I said, thank you. And then I was telling Kat that I heard them go even further. He actually took from his own pocket to pay their bills, utility bills.
Wow.
I still get very emotional because
Wow.
he was my best friend growing up. And he would do that and never say a word. Now, we always had food on the table. We had a bungalow, but it was paid for, which he was so proud of. But that was the kind of thing that I thought of when I heard of your institution, because that's what my dad would do. But he wouldn't tell anybody about it. And if the people paid him back, that was fine. And if they didn't, they couldn't. But that's what I thought of, Kat, when you were saying about people coming in and you're helping them. And they can't always pay everything right away. And they don't know what to go to, where to go to.
Right.
This is what we need. So we have to have you on my show.
I think we just made a connection.
I think
Absolutely.
I think that's great.
And one of the things that I was
Yes.
talking with Gail off camera is why she remembered with her father was because my company, it's a referral-based program. It's all it is. It's not, I'm trying to sell you this, that. It's just a referral-based program. So basically, if you had enough referrals, then the company will pay your energy bill. So that's where it triggered her memory of that. So I'm very
Absolutely.
blessed to be a part of that because it really is a giving company.
It was a nice presentation.
Oh, very nice presentation. You know, as you can see, you know, networking works.
Absolutely.
You know, networking works.
Thank you for pulling me back.
You're welcome.
And one-on-one.
You're welcome.
I think that that is
One-on-one
so
is
important.
very
You need,
important.
I need to look in your
That
face.
human to human
Yes.
is getting lost
Yes.
in networking, and that's what's hurting the entire network industry because everyone is, you know, you can do so much on social media,
But it
that,
loses emotion.
Exactly.
That H2H
Exactly.
factor is so important, and that's what we're bringing out.
But you know what's
Network
great
USA.
about the two of you is that you are experts in social media and you have that connection which is so necessary today.
Yeah,
That's
it's all
important.
about. It's
I'm the
all
one-on-one.
about.
I'm the one-on-one guy.
You're one-on-one.
I'm the one-on-one guy.
Well, that's what
he's
I
the group
teach my
guy.
team. I teach them to make the connection on Facebook, but then pick up the phone and ask them for their
Yes,
phone number. And
yes.
most people are like, "Hello," like
Yeah, can't
it's
talk
so
to you.
like foreign to people.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
text me? I said, "No." You need to call. I need to call you. What's
And
your phone number?
That's the number one. That's the number one tip of networking. If we want to even get into
Absolutely.
networking tips.
Get a phone number.
The number one networking tip is communication.
Yes.
That's number one. How many times do people not communicate? Oh, here's my business card. Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. You're never going to hear from me again.
Well, the worst
Right.
thing is
It's
people
not
go in.
networking.
People go into networking trying to sell.
Yes.
Oh.
That's one of the worst things that you can do. You walk in and what I always say is, "How's your family?" And they're like,
Because you have-
"What do you?"
They're like, "What do you
That
mean?"
brings us.
and it catches them off guard.
Yeah.
Like, or sometimes I would go, my daughter's okay or my wife's okay.
Right,
And they're like, I
right.
didn't ask
You know what?
Like,
You just did it.
How you doing?
You just
know,
brought up
it's-
a perfect thing, and that brings us right to the
Right to our
magazine that we
magazine.
just did with
Love-
the event.
love
Let's
the
let's just
magazine.
brief on the magazine, and if we have to go to commercial, we'll talk about it afterwards. But here's our first business to business magazine line, Long Island Magazine for Entrepreneurs. Okay. And what this is, and the base of what Bill and I decided to do a little bit, and it's for you, those of you who don't really know, is as you go through here, and you can go onto our website,
And download it.
networkusa.biz, B-I-Z, and download it. But if you go through it, I'm just going to, first picture, Gail King. That was weird. You're gonna actually see the pictures, people's faces, not logos. Why? Why is that? Why did we do that, Bill?
Well, because no one really cares who you work for. They care if they can work with you, and
Right.
that's what networking is. That's what real networking is based around. If someone can't work with you, then they're not going to work with you, and you're not going to get the leads after that. Because on most cases, it's not that direct that direct hit. It's who's down their timeline,
Who they
you can-
know.
yeah, who
Right.
they know, who
That's right.
who they can
That's
reach
right.
out to. I may not be able to work with Mike sometimes.
Hey.
But,
So we pass them off to the next
But
person.
there are people in our circles that we can do a lot of business with, and that's another thing that people are losing
Sight of, yeah.
sight
Yeah.
of, because there's so much that you can gain just from shaking a hand, taking a phone number, and
Right.
talking that and getting that.
Yeah.
that
Well,
that-
because
that
people are stuck in the
H2H.
instant gratification. I didn't make a
Right,
sale right
right.
there, but
Yep.
you know what? You don't know. I might meet somebody next
Yep.
week and
That's
who
correct.
needs your services, but because you were rude to me, I'm not going to refer
See,
you.
Bi-
Yeah.
you know,
That's,
Bi-
gonna-
that's
that's going to be the
You know,
$50,000
Bill,
job that
that's
you just
important.
You know, you just, Bill, you just hit the number 2 tip of networking, and you just hit it as well.
Right.
The number 2 tip of networking, number 1, communication. Okay.
Right.
Number 2, it's not just about the referral. It's about building relationships, and that's what this magazine does. You know, you saw it in the beginning of the show, what we did the event. We had over 400 people, and I thank everyone for coming out. But that's what this magazine does. It helps build relationships with the people, not the companies, because just like you both said, you know, if we can't work together,
And-
you may know somebody that can.
Exactly right.
You know, we have to work together. But if we can't work together, we may know somebody.
Right.
Well, let's take a look at the magazine. You give
Sure.
tips. You show different people.
Oh, yeah.
You give
Oh, yeah.
ideas. In addition to the beautiful colors, the beautiful pictures. When you said
It's green
that-
for lime.
Yes, it is. when
Go
I
green.
first saw that picture, I was floored because when you said, put your picture in the magazine, I figured this
Yeah.
little tiny picture.
No.
When you're in this magazine,
You're in the
look
magazine.
at this.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was spellbound. I said, wow. And I remember running over to you and saying, thank you so much.
Oh, that's you
That
on
was-
your set. That's your set as
That's
well.
my set here.
And this is your
a
set.
Madhouse.
Look at that.
But look how
I
lovely
think
that is.
you look prettier in person.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you. But the point is you've got beautiful paper, you've got the color, it's an attractive magazine, and that's very important because there are many people out there who are visual, and what you want to do is attract them right away. So you have it here, the excellent paper. Then you go in and you look at the tips, you look at the people, you see the different articles. Lovely interview. Now, you really didn't get too much, and here's the interviewer part. I love your background. Were you not going to go into your background? How you have done?
We can get into our
get-
background.
Because the two
Sure.
of you were brought together.
Sure.
Yes, it's mentioned in there, but I also remember on my show that you discussed it. I mean, we're talking about your graphic background, your insurance background, the two different personalities. Would you mind sharing with the audience? Because I thought that was incredible how you
Sure.
worked together. Please.
Sure. Yeah, I
You wanna
definitely.
go first?
What?
You wanna go first?
I'll go first. Sure. You know, I got into insurance right out of college. I went to Hofstra University, you know, and I graduated college, and I decided to go back into school. You know, I got all my licenses, my P&C, my life and health, and I built an insurance company. And with this insurance company, I decided that I didn't want to go out and find my prospects and start marketing. I wanted to bring my prospects to me. And that's why I started a networking company, because it was a twist. And I grew it, and I grew the connections, and I grew the relationships, and I said, you know what? I can do this. If I can build my insurance company strictly on networking,
That's a
and
success.
referrals.
That's a success.
That's a success. Let me help other people success. You know, Bill definitely has a success story in itself, but when we get back from commercial, we will definitely get into Bill's background because he's a success in himself. He didn't even come from the networking world. You know, where I came from, the communications marketing world, you know, I'm a success in itself, but wait until you hear from Bill.
Yeah, I think he was going to go to Disney or something,
Wait until we hear from Bill. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
Old Spice body spray will make you feel so powerful to blow your mind right in front of your face. Goodbye. Oh no! It's like I don't. Power!
Automatic freshness, softness, and static control has never been easier with the Bounce Dryer Bar. I just stick it to the inside of my dryer, and I never have to remember.
Old Spice body spray makes you smell like power! It's so powerful it sells itself in other people's commercials. You smell like outdoor freshness.
You smell like power.
Yeah, I do. Power! Power!
Brooklyn's best locksmith and hardware.
We have 3 of the largest showrooms of safes on display and in stock. You can see and touch them in person instead of browsing a catalog. We carry gun and rifle safes, burglary safes, jewelry safes, fire rated from a half hour to 2 hour. Famous name brands.
We sell Gardol.
We sell AMSAC.
The new AMSAC touchscreen.
If you're ever in need of a safe, think Brooklyn's best locksmith and hardware. Right, Lockie?
That's right, Alan.
Welcome back to Network USA TV. We were just talking about my background, and as I said, you know, I got it from insurance, started the networking. I still own my insurance company, but again, there are so many success stories out there, and one of them, like we said, was Bill. Bill?
So, I graduated high school.
Yes. Very good, very good. Oh, that's a big step, girl.
I got into
Don't
graphic
go that
design.
far back.
I got into graphic design and signage early. When I did graduate high school, my teacher, my art teacher, his brother got me a job at one of his a very big design firm. Which before that, I had an interview with Walt Disney, which I turned down because I fell in love with the graphics, the graphic design part of things, of taking simple materials of acrylics and metals and turning into a living experience for customers in supermarkets and retail stores. I fell in love with that aspect of it, of bringing things to life. After that, I opened up my own sign company. Soup to Nuts Design Studio came alive. I went more corporate. After that, I got a little taste of networking. And I got a little taste of networking, and I got into trading, barter exchange. What I did was I wanted to introduce a new way of trading where people can reach viewers and get monetary sales, but also live off the trading system that I built. So after 10 months of building the system, we launched it, and it was a trading company built on networking. So now people were networking, meeting people, getting cash sales,
Excellent idea.
and then using my trade system on the back end. So it was a win-win-win for everybody. I got more into it. My brother-in-law, Michael Gold, of Tech Drink Up, he got me really into networking. I was going to some of his events in the city. He does a lot of events in the city. And I mean, you learn so much from networking.
You do.
Walk into, if you walk into a really good room of networking, it's like an adrenaline rush.
It's the quality of people.
It is.
That's
So
what it's all about.
after going to a couple of those, I went ahead and I launched my own Network New York, and I met Mike at a networking event. Now my idea for
It was love at first sight.
Love at
Yeah.
first sure.
Love at first sight.
The mission behind Network the mission behind Network New York was to open. I'm a big picture guy. It was to open up a Network New York, a Network Austin, a Network DC, a Network Florida. That was my idea.
Now he's into networking.
To come just a full circle global type of networking organization. When we met and I learned about Lime Social, what Mike had, we sat down, and by the end of that first one, we had the vision. Lime Social became Lime Magazine, Long Island Magazine for entrepreneurs. Then we got into our groups, which
we'll talk about.
We're going to talk about, and it grew because what we built, our platform. It was that value that was needed not only in business growth, but in the communities, the small businesses, the local businesses who are losing not only to the bigger people and fighting for that next sale. How do I get out there? How do I find people? You come network, but who do you network with? There's a lot of people you can network with, but you know what? Yeah. We built a platform that if one thing doesn't work, we can throw you into any other thing, and we show value because it's there.
Yeah, let's get into that platform.
We should talk about some of our groups.
Because people need to know exactly what Network USA is. You know, there's a lot of confusion.
There's a lot of confusion.
You know, there's a lot of rumors going around. Who are they? What are they doing? You know, done.
Wait, may I ask you, the motto is what? Share, grow, and
Share,
connect?
connect, and grow.
Share, connect, and grow.
Right, because it's all about the connection. You know, what we do is we are not a marketing company. We are not a networking company. Okay, we are a platform. And what this platform does is we actually build a marketing campaign for you. So, Mr. and Mrs. Business Owner, you can go out and spend thousands and thousands of dollars in marketing and hope something works.
Right.
Or come into the Network USA platform, pay half of that, and we'll actually put you in front of the people that you need to meet. Right. Period.
Target market.
We're going to connect those people. If something doesn't work, just like you said, Bill, we'll swap it.
And the best
There's
part
no money
about
lost.
the best part about all of that is it's not we're doing one type of thing or two types of groups.
Right.
Our platform is anywhere between a women's group, a Latino group, all ethnic groups. We have Asian, we have an African American group.
We have a lot.
We have
of
our
groups,
elite group, which we're going to go through. But we have, you know, there are different things that work for different people.
Right.
So what we do is we take that business or that business owner and we fit them into what will work
for them,
cost effectively, but in the long run, get them quality leads and generate new business.
And the other thing too is it all happens in one place.
In one place, right?
That to me
under the
was
shield.
In one place. Let's get into the actual groups itself.
Okay,
You know, because I know you did your research. That's why you're awesome. That's why you're ready. You know, and I love it. I love it.
You know what it is and you were on my show, and when I have people on my show, they're on because I respect them and because they're doing so much to help other people. So to me, it's to honor you. So that's what it's all about. One of my favorite groups, though, has to be the Round Table, the RED.
Yeah.
And I believe that I am so in love with this group because you actually donate money to charities from this group.
Yeah, we have a charity that we donate called Baskets of Hope.
Yes.
You know, Baskets of Hope is the charity that we donate money to. Why? Because we like to give back. We like to give back to the community. And what Baskets of Hope does is we raise money to build and design gift baskets where we go into hospitals and we give to sick and disabled children. Because what presents you only get holidays and birthdays. Let's give these kids presents throughout the year. Why
So
can't
we're
we?
going to do
Why
it, and
can't we
we're
give them
going to
hope?
walk around the hospitals. You know, we partnered up with Alan.
The largest wicker importer.
Yeah, Alan.
You know, the RGI
Okay, so
importers
Yes,
for wicker.
Connected with them.
Yeah,
we connected
so
with
we're,
them,
we're growing.
and
we're growing.
it's a great cause. These these kids, they need that hope.
Not only do
that
they
either
need
that
the
last
hope,
hope or
but,
that new hope.
You know, we're trying to bring other people into it as well. When young kids don't know what to do, they can volunteer to
Yes.
help the kids.
Yes.
And I also believe in the old adage, you know, idle hands, devil's play.
Yes.
I like people to keep busy. I like them to be doing something for other people. But this is remarkable. So that is one of the groups that I've been very impressed with.
Thank you. Roundtable executive discussions.
Now let's talk a little bit more
Sure.
about that. How many people do you have at a time?
Great
What-
question. So, you know, that's a. You talking behind my back here?
No.
That's.
We
would never.
They're talking.
coming out.
They're talking here. That's our version of our one per industry. It's a one per industry. It meets every week. We have up to 20 individuals, business owners, CEOs, entrepreneurs. They meet all across Long Island. But the difference between our one per industry and the other one per industries out there is we're all about education. We're not about come in, do your 60 seconds, do your 10 minutes, shake hands, do the reports, goodbye.
No, right.
We're about, let's educate you. Let's see, what do you need help with? Who do you need to meet? How can we refer you?
And that starts as soon as as soon as they
soon as they
join.
walk right in.
Because what we did, the way we structured our one per industry is there's no set president. We have people that run the groups, but there's not one set president. We have
it's a rotation.
Each member takes a turn to run the groups. That builds their character. That builds their confidence. That builds them pitching their product or their company or services. And on the other end, the receiving end, our other members, it teaches them or shows them how to sell their company when they are referring them. So it's a big win-win-win
It is.
again.
Now, do you do this over food? Is this where
Sure.
you...
This is a breakfast.
Okay, that's a
breakfast.
breakfast.
Yeah,
so
it's a
it's
breakfast.
early in the morning,
Yes.
so when people want to come to,
Yes.
you have a specific place? A
We
day?
have
Uh,
Bethpage, Roslyn, Franklin
So we're
Square.
talking Nassau County as well.
We're actually going into Suffolk
Suffolk,
County now, thanks to
excellent.
Kat. You know, Kat's going to be our
Good.
Suffolk head
For the women.
for the women, and we're going to build a Suffolk presence because
Yes.
what's happening in Suffolk County, there's no
nothing-
networking.
There is nothing
Right,
there.
you're in Suffolk County yourself.
Yeah, you have to go at least 45 minutes west. And now, okay, that's where I am. But now you look at people that are in Riverhead. Well, why don't, give them something, So we're
Right.
going to be opening up further out east for that, maybe even
Nassau.
Nassau, maybe even Riverhead. Who knows? Who knows where it's going to go? But right now we're focused on the middle of Long
Middle of
Island.
Long Island. Okay. The other aspect of this that I found fascinating is you said education. Why don't you talk a little bit about the workshops that are actually offered?
Yes, so we're actually starting our workshops in March. Okay, these workshops, business owners, CEOs can come in and learn about marketing, learn about branding, learn about how Network USA can help you in that way. We have one, I believe, March 10th, I want to say, which is a Monday. It's going to be actually at Launchpad.
At Launchpad.
We actually hooked up with Launchpad Long Island, so
people-
our workshops will be there.
People spend all this money on
Fortune
marketing,
to do
and
this.
they don't
Yes.
realize
Right?
that when sometimes you can say, "I'll do your marketing." That's not the
Broad.
way, it's not the way it should be.
If you're wrong on your
should be
dates,
broken
I'm sorry,
down.
if you're wrong on your dates, what is the actual
You can go, like I said,
website?
you can
Say
go
maybe-
to networkusa.biz, okay?
Okay,
And you can check
networkusa.biz.
the calendars, you can check our groups.
Okay.
There are more groups, so we're going to actually come back. When we come back from commercial,
Okay.
we'll actually go into more of the groups like Social X, like the Elite group, because I want our audience and members to know
About the
what the
platform.
opportunities that we have out there.
May I ask one question before you go to, and this is something I'm thinking about too, because you are expanding. Are you concerned about expanding too fast?
or have you got all this under control? That's an important question.
That's very important. A lot of people think that we're expanding too fast, and I'll answer that question.
Thank you.
Right when we get back.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Dow. We have a multidiscipline practice in Melville and Ronkonkoma, New York, and we treat patients with many, many different conditions, from newborns through geriatric patients with numerous different techniques. There's a technique and a type of treatment for every class of patient. We have them all here. Here's my son Thomas, also a doctor of chiropractic, working on one of our patients' cervical spine. This patient has had chronic neck pain for many, many, many years, has been to a multitude of different practitioners with little or no response. And with our specialized techniques, she has improved tremendously and continues to improve on a daily basis. We have two practices, one in Melville and one in Ronkonkoma, New York. We are a multidiscipline chiropractic office. What that means is we have chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, psychologists, all working as a team and a network of outside professionals such as orthopedists and neurologists that we work hand in hand with to help determine what your injuries are and the best way to treat your injuries. I have the great pleasure of having my son in practice with me. We work hand in hand, father and son, to give our patients the best care possible, and a staff which is loving, caring, and you'll never have to wait at all in our office for service. Many times patients come into our office and they have what's called a soft tissue injury. Soft tissue injuries are like scars inside your body. If you've ever been cut on the outside of your body, you get a scar. The same thing happens inside of your body to your muscles and ligaments. So our job is to determine where those are, stretch the muscles, adjust the vertebra back into their correct position, and then refortify the normal structure with exercise. That's what we do best, and I hope someday you'll come see us at one of our two offices. Thank you.
Welcome back to Network USA TV. Gail, I know before the break we were talking about expansion,
Yes.
so let me just hit that upon it really quick. A lot of people are thinking that we are expanding too quick, that we're taking on too much stuff, that we're doing this, that we're doing. People don't understand. All we're doing is growing groups. That's it. We are growing groups and putting people in the groups to connect people. We have people like Cat Leo running our groups. So even though Bill and I are just two people, we don't have to be everywhere. We have people helping us. We have people supporting us. We have a whole team behind us. So to the part of expanding too fast, no, we're not expanding too fast. The other groups that I just want to touch upon quickly, because I do want to get into the networking events, is our REAL group, Real Estate Action League. This is geared towards the real estate market. All the information and when they meet, check our website, www.networkusa.biz, B-I-Z. That's networkusa.biz for all the information. So we have Real Estate Action League. We have the Women's Power Group, which we spoke about. We have RED, Roundtable Executive Discussion, which we touched upon.
Right.
We have iNetwork, which we'll be touching upon in the events. It's like a roundtable kind of a thing. We have our trade show. I'll get into that for the events. We have our casino night. We'll get into that.
Love that.
You know, one thing that we're very passionate about, another event is Social X.
Social X. Social X is a business matchmaking tool that is directed and marketed to those who can't go to our events that hold over 400 people or go to our one per industries or whatever. What we do is we take 3 to 4 individuals, professionals, and we throw them into a breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Same, different industries, same synergy. What we do is we match it. It's like
Match.com and
Match.com and LinkedIn, and we put them together.
Brilliant.
We just did it today.
We just did it today.
That's right. That's right.
So what we do is we throw them into a breakfast, lunch, or dinner. They network, synergize. Now the best thing about this is that these are people that they need to meet, that they want to meet. With our programming and everything and our choice selections, we get right to the point. So if you come and say, Mike, Bill, I need to meet realtors, you will be in front of realtors. Realtors
also.
Real and
Real's
also,
real.
oh yeah.
Right.
But on the other end, we'll set them up with another 1 or 2 people that can use each other. So now you don't have to waste all your money or all your time going to all these other events.
Trying to find the people.
Yeah. We throw them right in front of your face, and then what have you
So
done
it's
for
And they're
you?
looking
Referrals
to
and
network, so
Yeah.
it's a win-win.
They're looking and it's referrals.
It's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
only referrals, though. What I'm hearing is that friendships could develop.
Oh,
yeah.
Is that
Friendships.
correct?
Without question. Remember
yeah.
our second rule of networking, all
Yes.
about relationships.
Absolutely.
You know, we have the health network gearing towards health. You know, a lot of these groups, again, can be checked on our website, networkusa.biz. Let me go to my little cheat sheet here, because we do have a lot of events. You know,
Yeah.
I definitely
really
want to
good.
give
I'm
these
excited
events
about
out. In addition to these
Now
events,
they're mostly groups.
most groups, they're the
Mostly
groups, events.
Because
you know.
we don't want people to say we're saturating a month of
all events. Right.
Because
They're groups.
we're
They're
still
group
gonna-
meetings.
Yeah,
They're
they're
group
group
meetings.
meetings.
And again, this can all be found, what you asked me, on
Yes.
our website.
Yes,
This next Thursday,
Thursday,
February
okay.
27th, we're going to have our first annual iNetwork. This will meet the last Thursday of every month. iNetwork is you come in, you mingle, there's a roundtable discussion, and there's an educational part to it. That's Thursday, February 27th, every month, the last Thursday of every month. It actually is March 27th also, because the days and whatever.
Right.
We have the Women's
We don't
Power
have time
Group.
for that.
We don't have time for that. The Women's Power Group, March
Yes.
6th, I
March
believe it
6th
is.
at 6 o'clock.
That's going to be the first Thursday
This is the
of,
Suffolk.
of every month.
Suffolk one.
Again, you can find the you can
Right.
find the locations on our website. We have the Elite Group. That's an invitation only. If you are interested, contact us through our website.
Marvin does it.
Okay, that's March 18th at Jewel.
And
Beautiful
Marvin
place.
Love Jewel.
Marvin
Love it.
Sasko, a huge networker, actually runs that event. That's going to be the third Tuesday of every month. We have the Health Network, actually, tomorrow. Tomorrow, which is a lunch meeting for those of you who can't do breakfasts or can't do dinner.
Right.
They meet on the third Thursdays of every month, lunch. Again, I'm throwing a lot of stuff out here. You can look on the site, you know, and get everything
If you
written
can't make
down.
one thing, you might make something
Correct.
else.
You know,
So
we
that's
have our
great.
Social X starting
Social X
Friday,
starting
March
Friday.
21st. That's every other week. That's lunch. That's actually going to be at the Cheesecake Factory. So that's great.
Now those
you
are going to
know.
be the bigger ones.
Right, those will be the
bigger
lunches.
ones, yeah.
We have the original First Tuesdays, which is going to happen every first Tuesday. That's going to be a Suffolk County. We're coming out to Suffolk County. Get ready.
I'm ready.
That's going to be the first Tuesday of every month, and that will start actually in April.
Okay.
The real, the Latino, the African American,
right.
the
The
Asian
Asian
groups,
groups, okay.
those are all that's all coming. Okay, if you are interested, networkusa.biz. The two last things that I want to talk about, and then we can do our last minute discussions before we wrap up today. Our next major event, like we did with the magazine launch, is going to be May 22nd. May 22nd is going to be Network USA's Casino Night.
Nice.
Okay, where we're teaming up with Cleaning Angels USA.
Love
We're
that.
actually raising money. Teresa's Family Cleaning,
Right.
Cleaning Angels USA, the whole crew. It's a great, great charity.
Where is that going to be?
That's actually going to be at Jewel
At
again.
Jewel again.
Love
where there's going to be
Jewel.
all
One of my
casino,
favorite places.
and we're actually developing it into like a Circus Olay theme.
We don't know how.
What I'm saying
I'll be
is,
there. I
you
love
never
that.
don't miss it.
You never
No,
know.
I'll be
You
there.
never know what we're
Don't
going
miss
to do.
it.
You never know what we're
So that's May
No, yeah,
22nd,
you never know what
you're
22nd
doing.
Casino
At
Night.
Jewel.
The last event I want to talk about is September 10th. Yes,
September 10th.
it's in the future. but it's going to be our first annual trade show, and this is going to be at the Fox Hollow.
Oh, yeah,
Now,
that
why are we
makes
doing a
sense.
trade show at the Fox Hollow? That's different. This is unlike any other trade show that you're going to
How
see.
so?
It's going to be more intimate.
How so?
How so?
Come.
You got me.
Can't give our secrets away, Gail. Can't give our secrets away. It's endless opportunities.
But it's 3 floors.
It's a 3-floor trade show. If
No,
you're
okay, now
interested,
you're really getting me
if you are
interested.
interested in having a booth there or sponsoring, again, excuse me, networkusa.biz. I'm choking here, and you're supposed to talk. I love how my partner grabs me. I'm choking, and he's looking at me. Great networking. Great networking. You know, let's
trade show's not to
you
be
know,
missed.
let's
and everything's on our website.
you know, we have about 4 minutes left. So in the 4 minutes, let's each take a minute. I just did the math. And give your last networking thoughts, your last networking tips. Please
All
keep
right.
it to a minute.
Yeah.
Ready? Go.
I got it. What I want to say is that this is different, but it's something that's going to appeal to so many different people because you're giving so many different opportunities. If you can't make this particular date or time, you can make another one. If you can't make that particular group, try another group. But this is something that's going to help you, which in turn is going to help our community, which is going to help everybody.
Well, thank you, Gail. Kat?
Well, you guys basically touched upon my biggest thing is make the connection. You know, take the time to get to know somebody. You never know down the line where that can help you in life or in business. So take the time, you know, create relationships. It's not about money, money, money. It's not about the sale right there, instant gratification. Get to know somebody, and maybe later on down the line, they'll be like, you know what, I remember so-and-so, and they were really nice, and you know, my friend needs this, and they make the connection for you. So if you're doing good, referrals will just come. But you have to know how to network properly.
And friendship is very
It's
important.
huge. They'll be your raving fans, and you can't even stop it.
Because it does, it just adds on. Network, all I have to say really is, you know, networking does work if you understand how to do it, understand how to professionally use it. If you could see the value in what's being, you know, used on our platform and what we bring to our events and what comes out of us. We love doing this. We love connecting people.
And I thank you again, guys, for bringing me back in because I was ready to walk the plank.
I would have dived right in.
I was done.
The women's group is going to be awesome.
Any last words?
No, and you know,
any last words?
We have 2 minutes left. I mean, just you can check out our website again. It's www.networkusa.biz.
And connect with us on Facebook.
Yeah. We do have only 2 minutes left, so let me end it by saying a few things. First and foremost, you know, I thank you for watching us. You know, we wouldn't be here today without you. Gail, listen, I don't even know how to begin, what to begin.
Thank you.
I
It's my
support.
pleasure.
I
Really, it's my
support you in
pleasure.
everything you do.
Thank you.
I think your show is amazing.
Thank you.
Anything that you need, please. You know, please let us know. Kat,
Thank you.
Kat, absolutely amazing. Thank you very much. You know,
My
you're a powerhouse. I told you from day one. If I could clone you, I'd freaking clone you. Let me do a big shout out to Madhouse TV.
Yes.
You know, Madhouse
Madhouse.
TV. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's all that needs to be said. Thank you. If you are interested in getting a show or having a show, contact Madhouse TV. Last but not least, my last words, that didn't make no sense. Listen, networking works. Networking works. Period.